Alright everyone, you know what, I haven't done a singles read in quite a while. When I look at the playlist, singles read, we fly outside the soulmate cycle. A lot of you have new soulmates approaching. They'll show up here. Who won't show up here is any older energy that's been around you for a while. Okay, so let's take a look. There's text at the top of the description that explains, what this reading is. It's tough to do when you're part of the soulmate cycle. It's tough to separate it. I tend to do a pretty decent job of it. Well, we'll see. All right. Well, I don't know. It's tough. We'll see where we go. Let's fly outside the soulmate cycle. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see if you're going to meet someone new. Let's see if you're going to be banging soon. How about that? How about just a quickie? How about something like that? How about you just get that for once? That'd be all right. As long as you know why you're going in, right? I don't know. Or letting somebody else in. I don't know. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate. But if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Alright. Singles reads. The hardest reads to do, really. If you're part of a soulmate cycle, which most of my viewers are. I got to separate that. And we'll see. Alright. I haven't done a pre-shuffle. We're going to make this a pre-shuffle. We're going to see what the universe wants to talk about. There's a Knight of Swords. This is a card, I swear to God. That was all over the damn Twin Flame Journey reading I did earlier. I have a feeling this is going to be a theme for the month of November. Something's coming towards you. Something's charging in. It's not your original runner that you might be here watching readings for. This is a singles read. This is outside the soulmate cycle. This could be somebody interested in you, about to tell you. I don't know. I haven't looked here. Let's go through the pre-shuffle together. It's crossed by the Page of Swords. I hate it when these readings go like this. I do. It's a spying energy. It is. It's somebody who's been watching you for a while. They're just about to make a move. Okay? Now, this can also play out, and I'm going to be honest, on the energy's always in layers. This could be maybe you go to a party, for example. Just for example. And somebody makes a move on you. Okay? It could be somebody who's just met you that night. They've been watching you, right? Kind of a thing. And there's a touch of disappointment around it. Okay? So try not to think about who this is. All right? It might, that disappointment could just be around it wasn't who you thought it was. It could be that. I'm just reading energy here. What comes after that? Oh, it's the Hierophant. Oh, okay. Oh, we're going to have one of those readings. Just let me, before I open my mouth. Yeah, here it is. Player card. Here it is. Wow, I wasn't that off with, hey, just how about a quickie? This is someone you do have a soul connection with on some level. It's very tertiary. They might be married. It might be somebody who's looking to bang on the side. It could be that, which might be the disappointment you have. It would explain why they're watching you and spying and thinking about you. Spying you could be, spank banking you for all, if it's somebody who sees you every day, like at work. But yeah, you got an energy coming towards you here. There's definitely a marriage aspect here, and I didn't know justice was there, but it is. If you look at these are the cards that are opening. This is what's happening, and this is sort of the who, what, when, why, where. Somebody who might be recently divorced. You might be their first one that they have a bang with in a while that wasn't their spouse. Or it could be, again, somebody who's just married here. This Justice card would indicate that. You could look at this as like the courts, right? Sort of it reads with the Hierophant. It's possible. It's not unlikely. Some of you, a good number of you, are putting out some very hot energy. All right? If you're reading that Empress, if you're radiating that Empress energy, you're pretty hot. And it doesn't matter what you physically look like. People see it differently. They feel it differently when you're in that frequency. All right, let's pull a reading. Let's see where we go. That's our pre-shuffle. That would have been staring at you when you opened the video normally. But I figured I'd go through it with you since I forgot to do it. Since I forgot to shuffle. Let's go. Give me a reading here. I'm going to do a 4 card so I can get a crossing in the middle. And we'll see where it goes. All right? Let's see here. What's going on with that pre-shuffle? What's happening here? All right? Or, for some of you, again, these energies, I try to interpret them down the middle. I got a vast 10,000 people here or something like that. This can be somebody who you know who's married to somebody else or banging in a relationship with someone else, and they want you. They're interested in you. That kind of scenario has played out over time all kinds of places. It's where Eric Clapton's song Layla comes from, right? He was hot for George Harrison's wife, you know, wrote a song kind of a thing. But yeah, here we go. Baseline, overall energy of the cards I'm going to throw down, the environmental energy, is this energy is coming towards you. You're about to get some communication from it. You're about to find out. Somebody going to make a move here, okay? And it can be somebody new. You could just go to a party, somebody's watching you all night, they make a move, they come up. Now this person, I don't have any real deception here yet, but I did kind of with the player type energy off the Knight of Wands and the pre-shuffle. They may lie to you and say they're single. Okay? All right, keep that in mind. Make sure you probe for the truth. Dig a little. Now when you say single, right, you know, kind of, you get those people that are separated, right? And they won't tell you that they're separated. They'll just say they're single. Well, that's a whole other ball of wax. Because separated people oftentimes come back together. That's why here in the U.S., most states make you have a separation period before they finalize a divorce. Because a lot of times they come back together. But yeah, somebody making a move here. Here we go. All right. Just, hey, I give you tips here. I'm trying to help you. As someone who used to like to get in girls' pants quite a bit, when I used to use these energy reading superpowers to my advantage back in the day, I know all the tricks, all right? Say what you need to say means something different when you're trying to get in somebody's pants. Here's a hangman here. Here's an 8 of Pentacles. What's crossing that? An Ace of Swords, the truth. This is exactly what I just told you, isn't it? I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. I like to check myself and make sure I'm right. I give you a real energy read, and then I just make sure. And this is what I said. Do your due diligence. Probe a little. Make sure you probe for the truth. Because somebody holding it back here a little bit. What's red with the hangman? So these two cross, and these two are red together. They're bookends. The star. Okay. This person, whoever it is, when they make their move, right? It's a timing thing. This is someone who makes their move at the right moment. In other words, you're at the right place at the right time, or depending on your perspective, it could be the wrong place at the wrong time, right? That kind of thing. So it could be, I mean, that could play out 1,000 different ways. Could be somebody's married, but at the time they meet you, or at the time they figure they're going to make a move, their wife's or husband's out of town for a few days or a few weeks, something like that. It could plays out as a timing issue. You're going to have to probe for the truth here, all right? Unless you don't care. Yet that's always your prerogative. You can make your own decisions. If you don't care, you don't care. If you just, you just figure, hey, this person's attractive, whatever, fine. Knock yourself out. Just always know, like I say, why you're doing things. If you know why you're doing it, you're all right. You don't start making big long-range plans. But there is some deception here. I don't have any cards of it, but it's here. It came in with the player aspect energy of the Knight of Wands and the pre-shuffle. And what does a player do? They say exactly what they need to say. Say what you need to say, a different meaning. They say exactly what they need to say to get exactly what they want. Okay, that's fine. You do have a soul connection with this person, though, whoever this is. I'm going to throw another row. I'm going to go deeper in the energy. Who is this? Who does this energy belong to? Tell me about this person. All right? I'm going to find out. We'll see what else it wants to tell us here. All right, we're going to go deeper in the energy. I'm going to go down, deeper, deeper, deeper. Probe a little bit. I'm going to do some due diligence for you. Which I would do as your wingman if I was there. I've been told I'm one of the best wingmen who ever existed. Yeah, I could dig that. I could read people like a book, so of course I am. I'm pretty good at it. I got a pretty good success rate for friends. Here we go. Here we go. The only time I wear my wedding ring is when I'm a wingman for somebody. Why? Because that son of a bitch attracts them. As if my energy doesn't attract people enough, which it always has. That fucking thing attracts people like pigeons to a pile of fucking seed on the ground. You know, because why does a wedding ring do that? Why are people attracted to married people? Because it's somebody you know in advance can commit, right? Straight up, it's a high vibrational energy. Some player type energies wear a fake one just to get that attraction benefit. It does work, but you don't want it. You're not going to go anywhere with it because you can't start a relationship on a pack of lies. It's all going to fall down. That's like, every pun intended, building it on a house of cards. Who is this person? Tell me more about this individual we need to probe for the truth on, huh? It's the Four of Pentacles. I get a lot of this because my bottom card is 9 Swords, and that's anxiety. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a 10 of Cups. It's not a bad person. It's not. It's somebody who's aware of what they're doing. In psychology speak, you might be dealing with a sociopath instead of a psychopath. A sociopath knows they're lying, but they do it anyway. And sometimes they have a conscience. Sometimes they can have a conscience about it, but they choose to do it anyway. It's compulsive for them. A psychopath just has no idea that even that they've ever done anything wrong. Okay? No idea whatsoever. They just live in their own little fantasy land. This is not that type of energy. It's not bad. Why is this holding back here? What is this? 5 Swords. Yeah. What's crossing that? 10 Swords. It's a self-sabotaging energy. What's red with the 4 of Pentacles? Yeah, the 8 of Swords. This is somebody it's not a bad person. I will say that. I'll go one deeper here. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles, the same theme. They leave themselves out in the cold, right? They do it to themselves because because commitment scares the fuck out of this person with a 4 of Wands way down there. And we know that because 4 of Wands is bookending or read with the 9 of Swords. This is not a bad person, okay? They just... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't even have a card that they're a liar or anything. I mean, they do kind of say what they need to say. But they just messed up. They fucked up on some level. It's someone who they just fucked up. They're just someone who does not want a commitment. It's very much a player energy. It's very much that type of person who just doesn't want any attachments, doesn't want any commitments. So when this energy approaches you, which for a lot of you it will in the near future, make sure you know what you want. You know, if you're just wicked horny and want to get banged, that's fine. Just make sure you know why you're doing it. That's all. But this is someone who just a lot of anxiety over that 4 of Pentacles or 4 of Wands. What is it? 4 of Pentacles. A lot of fear up in their head about, oh, this is just going to go bad. I don't know why. Why is that? So let's pull another top row here. Let's pull a row across the top. Who is this person to you energetically? Why is this person approaching you? Okay, let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, they're not a bad person. They're just fucked up. They're just... I don't even want to say it's like the original runners in the soulmate cycle where they're afraid of commitment or anything like that. They're not really. They're afraid of complications, the hassles that come with commitment. You follow? It's different. It reads different. I wish the runners in the soulmate cycle were like this, because this is easy to overcome. All you got to do with this is show someone you're not going to be a pain in the ass. That's all. It's someone who just assumes that with commitment, it's a big pain in the ass. That's all. They're not afraid to be vulnerable. They're not afraid to be open. I get that. It's here. They're afraid of the bullshit that comes, the complications that come with a commitment. That's all. It's actually fairly easy to overcome. I wish the runners were like this. The runners in the soulmate cycle are afraid of being vulnerable, and that's totally different. This energy is not at all. In fact, some of you may have manifested this. Okay, this type of person. It's all right. You can get past this. All you got to do is show them you're not going to be a pain in the ass if it goes into a commitment. In other words, it's someone who you might go on a few dates. You might, bang them a few times kind of a thing. Usually at that point, what they figure is it starts to get, you start leaving stuff at their house, you start slowly moving in, that kind of thing. As long as if you want to show this person that they're wrong on you and you want something to keep going, you just have to not be a pain in the ass. You have to not kind of throw yourself on them too quickly. Bleed it in nice and slow. All right, that's all. All right, so who is this energy to you? Why is it approaching? All right. Well, I'm still shuffling. Okay. Now we're done. Who is this energy? Yeah, it's the bottom cards. I'm going to throw 4 cards across the top, but the bottom card is 10 wands. Yeah. There's someone to move you forward, someone to move you past something, to get you over the hump, if you will. Maybe by giving you a hump. I don't know. Let's find out. Knight of Pentacles. Someone on your path. Page of Cups. What's crossing that? 5 of Wands. And I already know what this is. What's red with the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, the angel. It had to be an angel energy. I thought maybe the Hermit would be there. Either way, and with this in the overall energy, it's someone to get you over the hump. The 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. You need this energy to come in. They're on your path for a reason. All right? If for no other reason, just to show you something. Show you what you don't want, maybe show you what you do want, maybe just finalize some emotional plans that move you forward into the future. Whatever it is, it's angel energy. It's not devil energy. I don't get anything, nefarious about this person or anything. They're not a bad person. It's just what I said. It's not someone even who's afraid to be vulnerable. In fact, it might confuse you with this energy here crossing, because there's some love here. They show some affection, and it might confuse you that they don't want to keep moving forward with things. Okay, but it's not someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. It's someone who just thinks relationships bring complications, and I don't want the complications kind of a thing. It plays out differently for all of you. This is some of you watching are going to know exactly who I'm talking about because you're already in it with this person, right? And I just maybe hopefully helped you and explained something to you. Others of you, you're already past this. You've already gone through this and I've explained something to you, right? So maybe it makes you feel better. Others of you, this is near future influence. So pay attention to what I said. They're not afraid to be vulnerable. There's no reason to be confused. There's no reason to pick a fight. It's one of those situations. It is what it is. They are who they are. And they think relationships bring complications. Someone you could bang on the side indefinitely, right? But I think if you play your cards right, there is love here. There is a spark of it. And I think if you could show this person that you're not going to complicate their life, they would go for it. This is an energy that would go the long term. They really would. That's just what it is. You do have a soul connection with them. It's interesting. They're a part of your journey. I thought the Hermit might be here, but I'll take this. They're a part of your journey because they show you some kind of truth about yourself, about who you are, why you're here, something like that. But they are on your path. You're meeting this person for a reason. Keep that in mind, okay? I'm just going to clarify. I'm going to switch to the light seer. I'm going to clarify temperance here real quick, all right? Why is temperance here? It's nice. It's not bad. Quite frankly, this is the way a lot of people are. So it is what it is. Like I said, it's one of those it is what it is situations. A lot of people are like this. Complications. I don't want relationships, just complications there. This person is capable of great depth of emotion. Very capable of it. In fact, if you are banging them, they might, it might be pretty good. As far as they might be married thing, or they might lie to you and they're not tell you they're married or separated and just say they're single when really they're separated, which technically means they're still married, that kind of thing. That's just human nature on some level. But it shows how much they're into you. It shows how attracted to you they are. If you look at it from that perspective, you've got to have some perspective here with this, and I'm trying to give it to you. It shows how attracted to you they are. But if you think about what I said, so then Steve, why would they do that? Why would they lie? Well, they would lie because they're afraid of complications. They just think it's all explaining the whole situation to you about their spouse and the separation. That's a complication. That's just, you're just being a pain in the ass. Look, I like you. You want to go get some dinner and maybe bang later. You know, that kind of thing. You know, let's not get too deep into conversation here. I don't really want to talk about it. That kind of thing. That's a complication. The word complications that they don't like spreads out over a broad area. Right now, as far as your connection with this person, I'm pulling Temperance. They're a part of your path. It's a necessary part of your journey. Energies like this. Absolutely. So you got to decide. Do you want to try and convince somebody that you're not a pain in the ass? Or do you just want to move on? Don't get in your head about it. You don't have to. I'm giving you the information right now. But you will need to dig for the truth. Yep, they're part of your journey. The Temperance is crossed by the Page of Wands. Right? It's my party girl. We used to say that all the time around here. She goes to the party for one reason and one reason only. This is for you to have some fun on some level, this person. Okay? Try not to be so damn serious all the time. I know you're looking for love. You want the long-term commitment. You know, all that kind of thing. But sometimes you just got to cut loose and be the party girl, male or female. Okay? Loosen up. The whole damn world needs to loosen up. We've gotten so politically correct and all kinds of nonsense. Everything offends everybody. I got AI censors up my ass here on YouTube because of, you know, all kinds of, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Oh, don't say that. That might offend somebody. Oh, poor baby. When I was a kid, we got offended all the time. When I was a kid, Archie Bunker was on TV. That show would last 5 seconds these days before there'd be outrage in the streets, right? Come on. People got to lighten up. This is an energy that's for you to have some fun with, okay? That's all. It's part of your journey. It's great. And it probably is party season, so you might meet this person, or it's somebody at work that you already know. What's on top? High Priestess. You will feel like you've known this person. That'll especially be true if it's somebody new. You'll instantly, when you meet them, pay attention to what you feel in the first few seconds you know them. Okay? The first few seconds you're talking to them. Pay attention. You will feel like you've known them before. Okay? If this is already somebody around you that you're working with, you probably suspect that there's some kind of connection. There's some reason that you always make eye contact with them, or happen to be in the same place at the same time, that kind of thing. Why is the High Priestess here? The Page of Pentacles. It's here for you to have some fun. Like I said, my party girl here, male or female. And it's here for you to learn something. Your feelings, pay attention. Your initial feelings, your initial intuition, that spark that goes off. If you can quiet your damn mind and stop thinking, is this the one Steve was talking about? Is this the one Steve was talking? Stop it. Shut your damn brain down. Forget the one Steve. Forget the reading after it's over. Remember it after the fact. Okay? In the first few seconds, what you feel, what your intuitive spark tells you is there for you to learn from. You can learn a lot from it later. You'll learn a lot from things they say. It will open up those spiritual things, the things from the past, that intuition. It'll open it up. Your third eye will open up wide while you're talking to this person, for example. It's all there. There's a lot you can learn from it, okay? But it's on your path, maybe to lighten you up a little bit. I mean, just a pinch. But I will tell you, this person is worth it. Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Cups is next. And there's that Queen of Cups. This person is capable of great love. Okay? And so are you. If you want to put in a little effort to try to show them that relationships aren't a pain in the ass, it might be worth your while. There's a shot at some happiness here with this person. Alright? I think I've explained them as best I can. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Again, for some of you, a vast majority of you, this is near future influence. Alright? So, keep that in mind. Keep everything I said. Watch the reading a few times. All right, I've given you, the cards were very, very clear. The energy here is very clear. So there's some divine guidance here, okay? Some, at least, all right? You wouldn't be getting this information if it wasn't important. This person is capable of great love. There is a lot of love. In the deep past, in your connection, there was a lot of love. Could be a couple of lifetimes ago, who knows, okay? But there's a reason you cross paths with this person. They're on your path for a reason. It has a lot to do with that Page of Wands and what I said there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. And for God's sake, lighten up. You know, our world needs to. I wish I could get that message out to the world. Just lighten up a little bit. My God. That's your reading. Did I want to pull, for those of you that have the lesson of temperance, I'm going to just pull one card and a crossing card here from the little animal deck. I know most people have shut off right now, right? I know. But for those of you that are a little higher vibration than those that don't have the patience to just wait a couple of seconds and make sure Steve doesn't say something else, right? Those people probably think they're high vibration too. That's the funny part. So many people walking around think they're high vibration. I beg to differ with most of them. I do. You know, you got to at least, you don't have to be a temperance master. God knows I'm not. But you got to at least have the patience to hang around to know that I do impromptu things sometimes. One card and a bottom card. Anything else you want to tell to those that still remain here? The Devil, crossed by the King of Cups. The devil's in the details here with this person. All right? You actually, off the record, I'll say it off the record, you have a soul contract with this person. Maybe part of your purpose is to show them that relationships aren't a pain in the ass. Perhaps. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Yeah. King of Pentacles. You're helping the universe, with this person crossing your path, you're helping the universe balance energy. You're helping nature balance energy, which is what energy tries to do with nature. It tries to balance. We humans knock it out of balance quite a bit. We're the biggest pain in the ass in the solar system. But it's, in the whole universe, probably, although I'm sure there's some other creature somewhere else that's equally a pain in the ass knocking energy out of balance. But yeah, this connection, you cross paths with this person for a purpose. I felt it feels bigger than just, you know, a crossing paths and hey, they're afraid of commitment, that kind of thing. No, it's much deeper than that. There's much more going on than that. So pay attention, like I said, in those first few seconds. And while this person's talking, pay attention. All right, and let that energy flow from that high priestess. All right, that's your reading. Good luck.